In this video, I'm talking about something that affects all of us as creators, and you need to be aware of this issue so you don't lose out on money, especially in the holiday season, because this is like the biggest time of year for creators to make money when it comes to affiliate links and products. All right, guys, let's get into it. If you're new here to this channel, my name is Jeven Dovey. I'm an adventure filmmaker, and I also do a lot of YouTube training on this channel. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on those bell notifications so you don't miss one of these videos. Now, what we're talking about in this video is Kit. If you don't know what Kit is, it's basically a website that allows you to put a bunch of products into buckets. And when someone clicks on one of the products and decides to make a purchase, it uses your affiliate links, so you get a little commission every time someone makes a purchase. Now, this video is about a major change that is happening with Kit right now. And I actually reached out to the CEO and co-founder of Geniuslink, which recently acquired Kit, to answer a few questions that we might have when it comes to this massive change that's happening. But before we get into those questions, I just want to explain what is happening and how you can fix that right now. So kit.com has changed to kit.co, and that is a massive change because every link that you have on your YouTube channel right now that has kit.com has to be changed. Otherwise, that link is going to be dead, and basically you're not going to get all that traffic going to your Kit, and you're going to miss out on a ton of revenue, especially with the holiday season. Right now is like the Super Bowl for content creators because we have an opportunity to make a ton of money off of affiliate marketing. People have their wallets open. It's the holidays. Black Friday is right upon us. Christmas is coming right after that. There are so many people making purchases, and they're going to YouTube to make their purchasing decisions. They're looking at reviews. They're looking at what you do on your channel. And this is the best time of year because there's so many sales and deals. So people are clicking through and buying products right now. So what you need to do is change all your kit.coms to kit.co, and then everything will work like it originally was working. So you just have to change that one part of the URL. Now, to do this, there's two ways. First is use TubeBuddy. So TubeBuddy is a powerful tool. I use it for my keyword research. I use it to do A/B testing on thumbnails. But one of the really powerful features is this mass description changer. So you can go in the back of your YouTube studio, and when TubeBuddy's installed as an extension, you can select their bulk find and replace tool and basically put in kit.com and replace it with kit.co, and do this through all of your videos. You click once, you set it up, and you let it just go, and it will go through and change every one of your links. Now, if you have a ton of kit.com links on your channel that you need to change, this is the way I would suggest going about doing it. And I'll put a link down below in the description to TubeBuddy where you can sign up and start using this tool so that you don't have to go through and manually re-input kit.co where it says kit.com. Now, the other way to do it is just use your YouTube search that's just in the back of YouTube Studio and search through and type in kit.com and see all the videos that pop up, and then go through and change all the descriptions. It's a little bit more time consuming, but you can make it work in that way. And like I said earlier, I reached out to Jesse to explain the reasoning why kit.com had to be changed over to kit.co. So let me introduce Jesse. He's a great guy. I actually met him at Vid Summit, and just from our conversations that I've had with him, he has some really cool things that are coming up with Geniuslink and Kit.
Hello, my name is Jesse Lakes. I'm one of the co-founders of Geniuslink. Geniuslink is the company that recently bought Kit from Patreon just a few months ago. And yeah, thank you, Jeven, for allowing us to take a moment to share some of the story and share some of the details about this crazy ball coming out of left field that's going to be a fun one.
So why is kit.com changing over to kit.co?
So why is kit.com changing to kit.co? Unfortunately, when we bought the Kit community, the Kit assets from Patreon, the kit.com domain name wasn't actually included, but kit.co was. So we always knew that with this purchase, we'd have a backup plan if things went completely south. So while we're working on this deal with Patreon, we're also working on a deal with a third party to actually secure the kit.com domain name. And we thought we were having a meaningful, albeit really slow, conversation and moving forward. So it came as a crazy surprise when this last Thursday, we got a call and learned that the owners of kit.com were no longer interested in selling or leasing the domain name to us. In fact, they had other plans for the domain and other plans that they wanted to execute on immediately. So the worst part is that they told us last Thursday that we have 2 weeks before they plan to take over the domain. So we have a hard deadline of Sunday, the 8th of December, to make this migration happen. I know it's a crazy timeline. It's a horrible time of the year with 2 of the busiest shopping days coming right up. But we've got an awesome team, and the Kit community has been incredible. So we're going to get through this. It's going to be a huge distraction, but I'm really excited to be able to get this behind us, to be able to focus again on building up the site and community and doing some awesome things.
So I explained earlier that you need to change over your links, but what do people need to do right now because of this change from kit.com to kit.co?
So what do people who use Kit need to do right now? Well, there's 2 big asks. First and foremost, please update your kit.com links to use the new domain name kit.co. The URL structure is exactly the same, so it should be as simple's in air quotes here, is taking that M out of the .com and making it .co. If you have a bunch of your links that live inside YouTube, this can be relatively easy if you use a tool like TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy has a find and replace feature that allows you to take that kit.com and swap it out with kit.co. You should be golden there. Inside of the Kit site, we also have a YouTube tool as well. We're working on updating that to make these changes as well. We'll keep you posted there. But if you're using a WordPress-based site, then you can use one of the WordPress-based plugins that allow you to do a super find and replace as well. The second ask is that could you please help us share this update with your peers that are using Kit? The gist is the Kit community is growing rapidly. We're well over 330,000 registered accounts now, and we are going to continue to beat the drum and send out emails and get on social media and let as many people as we can know. But unfortunately, not everyone's going to see this message in time. So if you could please help us out, do us a favor, do the bigger, greater YouTuber, influencer community a favor as well, and let them know that they need to update their links. So if you have a favorite creator, a favorite YouTube star that you're watching and following, and they continue to have kit.com links, please leave them a note and let them know they need to update those links. A huge thank you in advance.
So there's a lot of people that use Kit, and I'm sure one of the biggest questions that's going to be popping up is, will this affect any of the traffic that is going through your current kit.com links? So will there be any effect with the current traffic that's coming through the links?
And unfortunately, the answer is yes. So there's really 2 main drivers of traffic to Kit. The first is the links that creators and influencers share with their community. So if these links are broken because they're using the kit.com domain, they're going to be more than worthless for your audience. The second aspect is around SEO, and SEO is really link dependent. So the more properly functioning links that point to Kit, the more likely it is that your Kit will show up when someone searches for a relevant term on Google.
So me and Jesse sat down at Vid Summit and we had a great conversation about Geniuslink, about Kit. I gave some feedback on it, and I'm pretty excited at what's to come. So Jesse, could you give us a little bit of insight on what's coming with Kit?
We've got some awesome plans. We started off when we first bought Kit with 3 main goals. That first goal is that we need to make sure the site was fast and stable. And the goal with that was to move it over to the Geniuslink infrastructure. We've made huge progress on that, and we've cleaned up a lot of bugs along the way. We still have a bit more work. Again, we need to make sure that site is always up and it's always loading as fast as possible. The second one was really ensuring that our creators were able to maximize their affiliate revenue. Unfortunately, some things had decayed, some atrophied, and the Amazon setup was not as good as it could be. So we went in there and fixed up a lot of that. So again, you creators can make sure that you're maximizing your affiliate revenue from the various retailers that we support. The third thing we did as soon as we bought Kit was start having conversations and learning as much as we could. We've been able to meet a ton of you in person. I've had calls with you, and I've also received just a ton of feedback via email, which has been awesome. And from that, we've been able to distill down about 2 years, honestly, worth of projects. But the biggest project that I'm most excited about, the one that's coming next, is the ability to offer multiple retailer buy buttons with each product recommendation. It was really cool to see that organically this was requested, but also really fit that theme that you, Jeven, and Armando put a video together with not too long ago that talked about the value of including multiple buy buttons when you're doing a single recommendation. It seems that there's a lot of value and the conversion rate drastically increases when you give everyone an option of where to buy and not just pigeonhole into one retailer or another. So it's going to be really exciting to take that technology, those choice page technology pieces, and move them over to Kit.
So for those of you who do not have a Kit yet, I highly suggest signing up for Kit because it's a powerful tool. And I'll put a link in the description to another one of my videos that explains how Kit is actually bringing in a ton of revenue to my channel. So Jesse, in your words, could you explain why someone needs to sign up for Kit right now?
So why should someone start building a kit today? Well, there's two answers to this question. First, if you get asked what gear do you use for X, Y, or Z more than once a week, then you should probably build a kit today. The gist is that if you can give one super detailed response via a kit, then you don't have to stop everything every time you're asked this question. The second reason is that Kit gives you a great way to dive into affiliate marketing. By curating the different gear you use to make videos or the different products that you talk about inside of your videos, you're creating a great relationship to help recommend those products to your audience. This can be, of course, a great stepping stone into affiliate marketing as a whole, or for more experienced people, it can be a very lucrative model. And this is not only directed, again, to the big people, but also for those YouTubers that are just getting started out, that aren't big enough to get ads or haven't been able to land their first sponsorship deal. Affiliate marketing is available for everyone, so you can get started with it right off the bat. And again, a kit is a great way to get started with that specifically.
And Jesse, could you just give us some final thoughts on everything that's been going on with Kit?
So if I could just take a moment and offer an honest and sincere and heartfelt apology to everyone that's impacted with this. On behalf of the whole team, I truly am sorry for the extra chaos this is going to bring to probably an already very chaotic time of year for you. But please trust with us that we have some awesome things planned for Kit and the community, and that the effort to update your links will be well worth it. A huge thank you to everyone that has already updated their links, and an open offer to anyone that needs help or has questions with this transition. So we're here for you just like you've been for us. Thank you so much.
All right, Jesse, I really appreciate you taking the time to explain a little bit about Kit and Geniuslink and just go through this massive change that's happening. Guys, if you haven't signed up for Kit yet, I'll put a link down below in the description to where you can check out more about Kit. And also, I highly suggest sign up for Geniuslink. That company is what I use for a lot of my affiliate links because you can do some really powerful things with affiliate marketing using Geniuslink. These two tools are the two that I use to do all of my affiliate marketing on my channel. And I'll put another video in the description that I did with Armando, and we talk about why Geniuslink and Kit are such powerful tools to bring in additional revenue from your channel. All right, guys, if you have any questions at all, make sure you put them down in the description. And that's it. I'll see you on the next one.